the amazing continuation of these traditions over generations in Japan. In Europe, in America, in North America, in Canada, everything is so new. It's cool to be a startup, it's cool to be an entrepreneur, it's cool to start from nothing and think that you can build an empire overnight. And it's very refreshing to see traditions and traditional values and traditional ways crafting with the world and trusting microbes to guide you upheld over 6, 8, 10 generations like we've seen today.
Nice to meet you.
You guys have to be friendly.
半田というエリアをみんなで回ります。
Hi, I'm David Silver.
And learn more about fermentation.
柱これ牛張りと言います。
Is working for this sake.
美味しいです。
Very good. Delicious.
海外からも醤油は小麦と大豆が
We make the sake called hako, by the way. The is no longer used.
Insulation and also keeping the temperature.
Can make the good koji
Yes.
with this rice.
Yes.
So you have to make it dobro. How can I say?
Control the temperature with unpolished rice.
これですね。はい。
So they use the yeast from Shikishima sake.
It's amazing. It's really good.
Just to see the longevity of tradition that a lot of these methods are really born out of. That many successional generations of technique and the inspiration and knowledge that comes from it, which is very different from things that we do in the West. Certainly, we don't really have that kind of extended history of business and tradition. Things are usually innovative and quick, as opposed to length of history and time that come along with the kind of cultural traditions that are happening.
日本六古窯と言われる。
It's very earthy. You can smell it.
Like this kind. You know yourself.
詳しくは炊いたご飯と一緒に漬け込むスポンジ、卵を産卵したりしております。
いらっしゃい。Welcome.
Here in Japan is Japan's autumn.
He the master of the hot sake. Compare.
Thank you.
これとさっきのこのやり方と違うんです。
I feel like they all interconnect in some way, utilizing koji as a medium to create every single one of those ingredients. But the one that spoke to me most is probably sake, given its history. Since we are at the oldest sake brewery right now, as we speak, I also think the aromatic quality of sake is very interesting. Given hot sake and cold sake tasting in a same environment, you'll taste something different. But if you're tasting hot sake in a cold environment, you get more aromatic quality.
No, koji is.
ここを縛るときに難しいのは力加減が大変難しい。けると飲んだ魚がこのようにいっぺんにそうしてまた川に魚がいたらまたこのように取ってきてくれる。
ビオックス。はい、ナットベース。トモ麹と、あれですね。ヒレタにつけても。
The black one I thought was super sour. But this one was pretty good. It's super dry. Yeah.
じゃあちょっと今日これで説明するんで、誰もが舐めて、あ、これはすごい甘さがあるねっていうふうに思えるほどの甘さを引っ張ってくる。でもお米ってそれを普段見せてないわけですよね。
みりんの甘さは
地理的にもそうだし、歴史的にも日本の食文化に愛知県とかその東海県。
The facilities in making a shochu.
At least at the age of 1600s, we started at same place.
She's fabulous. Yay, soup.
Okay, once again.
Also, 90% domestic.
I think I liked the mirin production because I think it's very much controlled. Like they do the koji themselves, the rice themselves, the sake themselves, the shochu themselves, and then go to the mirin. And plus it being such a long old tradition, especially how the war affected it. For me, it's very interesting how cultural anthropology affects food. So it's very interesting to see mirin production. For me, it's I think something new.
A koji spore factory is not really present anywhere else, barring Japan itself. So, just that aspect itself is extremely fascinating to have the privilege to enter a place like that, to learn from them, understand from them, and see the bank that they have. And for them, even allowing us to enter sort of their sacred space, as to say. So that was very special for me.
Right? If you teach them that tamari or sake is not just something, it's not just a condiment or a drink, it's a representation of a culture with a deep history behind it. And I think it's very important to educate the consumer to worry less about selling the bottle immediately and worry about teaching them where it's from so that they want to buy the bottle.
I'm here also on a mission. I would like to create a fermentation hub and a relationship with the Japanese koji makers, with the European ones, because I see our European makers more like a third wave koji makers. We are not so strongly in the tradition, so we do maybe things they don't do the way. So I think by joining together and sharing the wisdom we have and the knowledge, we can boost so far the European koji making, but also the Japanese way.